sure. See, so everyone just like turn off and just walk away. So.
Yeah, so just kind of, it sounds like just maybe very disagreeable. It sounds like maybe even like overly task-oriented or overly work-oriented, not, it sounds like she's a very formal person.
Exactly. Yeah, you can use that word, very formal person. So at first I feel very uncomfortable. And then I thought to myself, I said, look, maybe there's something there. Maybe when you don't like somebody, it's just because you don't know them yet. That's my perspective. So I said, I got to learn to know about her first. Maybe it's something that I didn't understand there. So I tried to learn. I tried to open with her. I tried to talk to her, and I do understand that because she doesn't have any kid, and her husband is much older than her, and she's from Germany, and she grew up there. She was born and grew up there. She's 100% German, and she's for her whole life she's always work. So she's very focused in what she's doing. So I understand those personality and when I start to when she's working, I never bother her, because when she's focusing on something, if someone asks her something, she would tell you to go to Google, which is, for me, at the first time I took it personal, but later on I understand it. I said, it's okay, because that's her personality. So, and then with where she's from in Germany, they're very focusing on working. They only have half an hour for lunch, and then here sometimes we have an hour and a half, And so I do understand it, and I said, okay, well, she doesn't want to be socialized. She doesn't want to joke with me. That's fine. I just need to work with her. Sometimes it feels uncomfortable to be around, but it's all right. It's her personality. So.
Gotcha. Yeah. So having that lack of informality, that lack of comfort, is tough, because then you're not able to really ask questions or collaborate together. And I'm curious, has she ever come to you with any sort of questions, or asked for advice on anything, or asked for your perspective on anything?
Oh, of course, yes, because we work in a team, so we believe it or not, we still have to interact daily. So yes, she does. So when she come to me, I noticed the difference. Right before, I would just be like, I would answer one or two, and then that's it. I'm not very enthusiastic about the answers. But now I try to help her when she asks me a question, and I do the best I can. I try to be friendly. I try to be open to her, and then I see the result that she also changed.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it sounds like has there been kind of a progression where she is more informal now, or?
Yes. She's more informal now, because if I treat her the way she treats me, things get worse. But if I treat her opposite way, like if she's like, being angry and cranky, and I'm happy and I'm being tolerant, and just walk away when she's being too cranky to deal with, and then come back when she's normal and talk to her and open to her and ask her if there's anything I can help, if there's anything that she's mad or something, I see that it helps.
Very interesting. So it sounds like this has transformed a little bit from a lower quality to maybe not high quality, but at least it has gotten better, it sounds like. Yeah,
it has gotten better. That's why I rated it 4, because if, like, from the beginning, then I would rate it like 2.
So is 4 like the average then?
No, it's still not average, but I'm trying,
For sure.
Yeah. Because before we still in the same building, but we different team, and then she just transferred to my team not long ago, and I have to work with her, and I'll be like, all right, well, I have to work with her, so I may change the relationship into a better relationship rather than just have to deal with it every day, because I spend 8 hours a day at work. I want to be happy.
Absolutely. Very interesting. And Have you noticed anything that, since you started, because it sounds like you've really gone out of your way to, even when she is being unfriendly, you are going out of your way to still be nice and tolerant, even offering to help her. Have you noticed any, her doing any of these same behaviors, or has she just kind of been a little bit nicer also?
Yeah, no, I noticed lately she's also go out of her comfort zone, because I know her comfort zone is just her desk and her bench, and he doesn't want to interact. But she did try to go out of her comfort zone and talk to other coworkers. I seen that she talked to other girls about things like not work related, like about gardening, about cooking, about hairs. Oh my God, So I'm like, interesting. Now, she's really go out of her way. I mean, she's trying hard to interact with other coworker, and toward me, I always smile and I always be friendly with her. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's so interesting. So it sounds like, I mean, I don't know if, like you said, it's not a complete turnaround, but I mean, really kind of a success story of you, putting forth extra effort even beyond what would be required necessarily, and it has made a difference. I'm curious.
Yeah.
If do you think that the same thing would have happened if she hadn't joined your team?
I don't know, because before she joined my team, then I did not have to interact with her except sharing the same lunchroom. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't interact with her or try or care, because really she's just very difficult to deal with and to be nearby. So I just said, okay, well, let her do her thing, and I don't interact with her when I don't have to.
Yeah. Well, great. Anything else that you think is important to mention, in driving or in defining the quality in this relationship?
I mean, no, as I mentioned, I think I already mentioned before, at first it's really intense, it's very difficult, but I try to understand the culture different. I actually ridiculously go online and research the German culture and personality so I can deal with her.
Yeah.
I learned something about the way their way of dealing things, and how they manage the table, even little things like how they eat and stuff like that. So I kind of understand. I'll be like, this is why she's so difficult, because she comes from a higher class in Germany, higher class family in Germany and stuff like that. So she's always thinking that little thing is dirty, and I said, okay, I see where she comes from, and I don't take it personal. So.
Wow, very, very interesting. So you really then to actually, go online and research to try and understand her perspective. Wow, that's very cool. Really interesting. Well, in our last just minute or two we have here, I want to kind of just go over a really high-level summary. We covered a lot of ground in our conversation. And I want to just kind of give a very high-level summary of the main points we talked about and what defines quality. And then if you can just tell me if there's anything I missed or got wrong or that you would change, just let me know. So in terms of what's important for good quality relationships, we started out with three kind of big buckets. One of them was trusting each other, being supportive, and feeling comfortable around each other. And we kind of broke each of those down. So trust was really about the technical skills, being able to make decisions together, being able to, feel that they're doing good work and that you can trust their work. Supportive is the action, so being willing to offer help and take some of the work. And then comfort is sharing a bag of M&Ms. So that kind of informality, even if, work and personal life are separate, when you're at work, being able to have that openness and honesty, feeling like there's that judgment